Hi everyone, I'm here with Chris Bradshaw. We're just going to do a little chat about VMworld and what's been happening this year. First, I'm going to start out commenting how great your shirt you're wearing today is,
Oh,
Chris.
I'm missing it this year. There's no
Yeah,
VROC.
I feel like I should maybe do like a kind of like almost like a one with a black armband on it or something. I don't. This year, VRockstar didn't happen. It kind of fizzled because it was just there was nothing to do. Sorry, he dropped off for a minute there. Yeah. So yeah, no, but so yeah, I mean, it was just one of those things. So events didn't happen. You know, the VM Underground, we ended up doing opening acts and stuff like that. And we ended up doing it on the Orbital Jigsaw Discord. But this year, I think very much it was kind of like a VMworld's changed completely. What was your take on everything this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's different, and I think we're reminded at every other session that there's this pandemic going around, just in case we'd forgotten. I found it much harder dealing with actually going because and consuming the content because I'm at work during the day, and I've got family life at night. So it's not like I've taken a week out to go out to Barcelona or wherever and just be VMworld, and that's all I'm doing. I'm trying to take in content, pick up a session here, pick up a session there, join in some of the chats, but the day job is still running. The day job's still expecting me to,
This is it. You got to work around your day job now. That's the foundation. Usually you would just clear your schedule and go, but you can't do that now.
And in the evening, I'm not, going out to a restaurant or a function or an after show with a bunch of fellow geeks to talk shop. I've got to have, the wife calls me for tea, or the kids want help with their homework, or I just need to relax because that's what I'm
You've
used
been
to
working all day already anyway.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, usually we come back from VMworld at the end of the week and sleep for 24 hours because it's just it's all built up. But yeah,
decompress and then you're okay. But yeah, it kind of the intensity went away, and I think it was more. It kind of the VMworld site this year was for me certainly it felt more like an online learning platform where you had all this stuff presented at you that you're probably not all going to get to straight away. So the VMworld is kind of for me it went live the last few days, but it's going to be the next 2 weeks.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I've got a long list of talks I want to watch, and possibly some of them. It's much easier in that online format to watch a bit and then stop if it's not going the direction you want, or skip through to the meat of the content. A lot of talks will start with here's an introduction, that almost not quite the sales pitch, but the overview of what the product is. And if I already know what that overview is because I've watched the separate overview session, or it's something I use every day, just being able to jump 2 minutes in, oh, that's finished, right, now we're doing that
YouTube effect, isn't it? The YouTube effect. Oh, I'll skip ahead past that bit.
And when you're in that traditional conference setting, you go in and there's a talk going on that's just not your thing. It's a lot harder to get up and leave in the middle of it, especially if it's a quiet one, and you want to be polite to the presenters and stuff. So yeah, you can watch a lot more and go, oh, hang on, no, this isn't the right level for me, or this wasn't the subject I was expecting, and then go and look for the thing that is. So it's a different way of consuming content.
Yeah, I think it's definitely, they might adjust it next year a little bit, but I think on trying to imitate the exact same elements of a conference is never going to work anyway. I think they did the site was, I definitely expected more from the site, because it was literally build your schedule and then go do your schedule when it goes live, and that was pretty much it. And they have obviously announcements and keynotes and stuff which are going to give you all the new information. But yeah, I think we had some interesting new stuff. Obviously, they had there was a lot of stuff they talked about. Tanzu, there was the Nvidia. Those are the two that really kind of jumped out at me. But there's There was a lot. There was a lot more. I've really got to go back and I've got to analyze it all because I was running around. I was helping run the opening acts as well from the background. They had me running all the EMEA stuff. So I was kind of like jumping between everywhere. So I got a feeling that I'm definitely next week going to be having my private VMworld like information absorption.
Have you found the time zone thing? Because I found that quite bizarre that I can wake up in the morning and it's saying welcome to day 2, and it's like, well, I thought I was on at least the 3rd day of this by now.
Yeah, I really do think that they should have done is they should have done an EU site or a EMEA site. They should have done an APAC site, and they should have done a North America site or the Americas site, because the way it was meant to be one seamless thing, but it wasn't, because they were running it in the American time zone. And obviously some things went live and some things didn't, but it was clearly marketed towards the Americas. And there have been some conversations going on about how APAC seems to have been completely bypassed, even though it's like a billion. How many billions of people live in that area? You know, it's like, you know, it's half the world. And I think there's been very much a bit of focusing going on with that. But I think it's like I said, it's the first one. Live and learn.
Oh yeah,
it is what it is.
I mean, it's been interesting. I tried the VMworld challenge that's on their website. It's basically it's a swag hunt in many respects, in that you complete a challenge and you get the t-shirt or get the chance to win a t-shirt, and there's a prize up there of a pass to next year. You know, I know I'm going to win that, and then it's going to be online and free. Yeah. So, but
the $300 upgrade you got for free, basically.
Yeah,
but whatever it's going to be.
It was quite well done in that it guided you through bits of the site to look at. You know, it said you need to, here's how you fill in the survey was the starting point. So, right, that's where the surveys are. And I knew about the sessions, but here's the thing about basically the equivalent of the solutions exchange. You know, you can go and see the partners, and there's some online demos there and stuff. So I thought that was quite well done in a, you know, it's not challenging. There's no like leaderboard of points or anything like that. It is taking you through the aspects of the conference.
Stepping you through everything like that. That's something I glassed over, but I didn't really go too deep into. I think maybe if it's still available, I might have to go like that. I'm just eyeballing my dog right now because she's like going mental. She's probably going to bark in a minute. But yeah, this is what we deal with when we work from home anyway. So, literally, I do think that I didn't get to experience the whole conference, and I think it was just because I was doing other bits. But I think a lot of people are going to do the same. I think with an online conference, you sometimes can only really experience a portion of it unless you choose to go very deep into it and have the time available to do it, because it's not always convenient.
Yeah, and I'm not going to, you know, as keen as I am, I'm not going to take days off to sit at home, or basically at my office desk now, and watch this stuff. I can, if I can spread it out over, you know, a few weeks, so be it.
I think that's what it is going to be for a lot of us. I think we're going to end up just looking at all the content, and it's going to be 2 weeks worth of learning.
Yeah,
2 weeks worth of interacting with the content.
And it's not like I was going to go out tomorrow and buy a Tanzu or spin up VMworld on Azure or anything like that.
It's a cheap price point on that anyway, so yeah.
Yes.
But I think it's still available there. It's all gone live now anyway. So I think, you know, if you've got spare time, you can go through it. But I think that's one of the beauties of having the online format, the virtual format of it. Like I said, a lot of people are talking about maybe next year they'll do some hybrid kind of version of it. I'm leaning towards, I would prefer them to at least be able to do regional events. Wait, there we go. We've got my dog barking now. But yeah, if they do regional events, then hang on, I'm going to pause this 1 second. So yeah, I'm of the idea that they'll probably do it hybridized or a regional version. So maybe they can have like a UK one that's in London or somewhere, or not, probably London's probably a bad choice, somewhere outside London, or they have it somewhere where it depending on the regional situations with the pandemic or whatever's happening, assuming we're still, no one knows, but
No.
they could do it regionally, and then if they have to mothball it, they only have to mothball one medium-sized event rather than these massive this one massive event that they're going to have.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows? I mean, I'm a fan of the opening act stuff that was put together was great. There were some good panels. V Brown Bag had some stuff going on, and the Orbital Jigsaw Discord. I'm actually kind of when I only used Discord for gaming, and then when I went in there and I saw it, it's what Nick Howell was talking about yesterday. I kind of got there. Whoa, there's a lot of channels in here. But actually, when you go through it and you realize that it's actually got a useful point and everything. It's actually quite good, and it was quite full at one point. It was, I think they had like over 200 odd people on at one point.
Yeah, and I think that's something that will continue after the show as well. I've never really used the platform before. I've been in my little Slack bubbles and Twitter bubbles, and as an open solution for people from all sides of tech to come in, it's great what they've done there, and it's definitely going to go on beyond the end of VMworld, and not just when there's conferences on.
Yeah, I kind of get my flashback down to the ICQ MSN Messenger days with it. Yes. But it's got more of a purpose, so you can share the video, which is good and everything, and voice comms. It's got the chat channels in it. I think it's definitely got a place. And I think that maybe some more vendors will pick up on that in the future as well, because I was kind of expecting something like that from the VMworld end. That when I logged in and just saw, the session builder and that was it, I was like, okay. I was expecting it didn't really look that different, and that's what took me back. I mean, obviously VMug did the Second Life thing, which I didn't do it. To be honest, I kind of like. That wasn't, for me, it wasn't well advertised, because I'm a VMug member, but I didn't really see it until I saw people posting pictures online. But that probably wouldn't have done it for me. Maybe they should have gone with Minecraft instead of Second Life.
Yeah, it was an interesting platform, because you could wander around and explore, but yeah, when you walk past somebody, you hear them talking, and there is that opportunity to wander into conversations that we miss from the physical events.
Yeah. Oh well, I think we'll have to wait and see how it evolves. I mean, this is we're in probably we're in the bottleneck where everything's changing so quickly, and everyone's scrambling to get on the new technology and develop that. And I think really when it comes to virtual conferences, the technology is still in its infancy. I will give a huge shout out to StreamYard though, which is something that Mike Letcham picked up from Ulla Schmidt and Teresa Miller's podcast, which is amazing. They did the opening acts recording on that, and it was great. It's literally, you can have a producer in the background orchestrating who's the focus of the video, moving the video sizes around and everything, and it's all drag and drop. It was really, really good. It's a really impressive platform. So yeah, I'll leave it on that. Shout out to StreamYard. You're a good piece of software. But anyway, I hope to be seeing more of you. I'll probably be like this virtually in the future. And I hope that that office chair that we sent you on the last V retreat is doing you well.
It is.
Yeah,
very good.
I'm jealous. I don't even have one.
Very comfortable.
But yeah, okay. I will see you at the next one, and I think that's about it.
Good, Shane, Patrick. Thanks a lot.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.